That's my attempt at a strong opening by shooting somebody in the face. And I don't know why I keep leaving that little PS4 tag on. The Share Factory just adds it at the start, but it makes it feel proper, and I don't have a dedicated intro, so that will do. This video is another railroad mission. Not entirely sure of the name, but I'll probably just write it in the title. This is the dead drop for it. I'm going to go and meet Old Man Stockton. The mission is basically meet up with a synth, escort him somewhere. This is the first time I've ever just discovered one Mirelurk kind of doing nothing. Every other time there's been hordes of them. And I always have to just back myself into a corner trying to run away from them, which never works. Probably shouldn't burp on the commentary, but it happened. I don't believe in edits, apart from that one, because I got lost trying to find the door. I was on the wrong side. I don't quite know how he expects to get his giant cow through this tiny door, but Fallout, so. Again, that's not really a glitch, that's just talking in a doorway doesn't really work. I kind of have nothing wrong with me apart from slight health. And I didn't even really want to talk to that guy. It just kind of happened.
Is that a Pip-Boy? What have you got to trade today?
Usually if someone I think has a dedicated name, they're an important character in some way, but it may not be the case. And why are these so expensive? 7,500 caps. 5,500. I don't know if it's this video, but later on I find a unique item. It's worth like 100.
Well, hello.
But they're so expensive.
I'm Meg. You new to the hill? For 10 caps?
She just saw me walk in the door, so yes. I would try to get it for free thing, but I just can't be bothered. I'm not really that interested.
Sure. I'll take caps
But I just paid for the tour, caps up front like she just said. She's literally about to give it to me. This guy whips me away for a conversation.
Hey, Edward.
You'll find
I don't know if he like broke the animation thing or anything,
Do I know you?
No.
but the tour of a tiny place I don't particularly care.
What's the job?
I don't know yet. Whatever, I can assure you that it would.
My habit of skipping through dialogue. I read the subtitle and just don't listen to what they're saying.
I don't mind danger, so long as
So I
you
quick
do
saved
well
because
enough.
You will be well paid.
I was expecting to fail that.
By the
And those explosions keep going off. Something blows up and I've no idea what it is.
Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill.
It's been happening to me
Yeah.
for quite some time in the wasteland. Random explosions. I've yet to actually see what causes it, or even an explosion. I just hear them. Like that. What the hell is that? At a guess, I'd say that's a super mutant suicider, because it sounds like that kind of explosion. But Old Man Stockton doesn't appear to care. So that was me failing the dialogue option, because I didn't realise that countersign meant say the code word,
Are you here about the Geiger counter?
which I now get right. Countersign. Yes,
Mine is in
yes.
the shop.
I was expecting someone a bit more armed.
Less female, you sexist.
With our mutual-
You think you can wear a hat like that?
Let's say I am.
Of course. You've
Just as a note on my character, I don't know why I gave her such a scarred up face.
So maintaining
I just felt
Sure.
it was situationally appropriate.
Trader always
Although,
has his merc-
she's come out of a vault, so I don't know how appropriate that would be.
my current package.
I appear to have made a poor choice.
Deliver the package to someplace.
And here we're just talking around in metaphors.
Time delivery. So if you could
Right.
Although metaphor may be the wrong word. We're talking in code. I'll just skip ahead to. I just came across a legendary guy, so you get to watch me fight him. Which, in a few seconds, leads me to why I think those explosions are the suiciders. I always feel slightly bad about shooting the dogs. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, it's because they're dogs, but... And for a legendary enemy, this guy that is not... just decided not to do that. He died pretty quickly. I mean, aside from my poor shooting, I've learnt that beeping is a bad noise, and that sounds somewhat like the explosion I heard. So I think it's those guys fighting other people. No, I'm not going to dance around the fact that super mutants are basically orcs. That's what they are. Yeah, I sort of failed to notice that entire building of them, because I was trying to find the legendary guy, but I think when the car exploded his body vanished. So that's a piece of his dog, and that's just some guy, but the legendary one was nowhere to be seen. So I just skip ahead, because that was just me running around. Every so often I check VATs to just see if there's an enemy I can't see, like a Deathclaw standing under a thing, an awning. I was going to say porch, but that was wrong. It was all I could do to avoid him. Although, in I think a video I posted a couple of days ago, they're not actually that hard to kill where I am now, so... And that one was damaged already, I probably could have easily taken that. So, if distractions aside, this is where the mission actually starts. And there's yet more things to kill. I don't know why, but the headshots in this just remind me of Gears of War. Like where it just disappears in blood. And this took me far too long to kill this guy. Like that was a waste of bullets. Yet another random explosion there. I don't quite know who they're fighting. But they're reducing the amount of XP I can get, and that is selfish. I assume if it was daytime I'd have to just stand and use the wait function to wait for this guy, but I appear to have timed it spot on.
Excuse me.
So blah blah blah, you just talk to Stockton.
This is H222.
You think if you were going to like smuggle a synth you'd stop using the synth name?
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This...
Remember what I told you. I'll fire up the signal.
You expect to fire out the signal to be some impressive thing, or it's something more than just, when I eventually turn around to look at it, more than just his lantern in the window.
Time for me to go.
If that doesn't say, investigate this building, I'm not sure what does.
Be here shortly.
And you think like, you could have a radio or something, but you just chuck a lantern out. And arrives high rise.
Easy there.
Don't shoot. Bullseye.
That is not the plan.
Right?
Yeah, Bullseye is my railroad nickname for not much reason. The choices were poor.
You here to pick up a package?
Yeah, I'm here for the... Hey, you.
It sounds like very dodgy porn. I'm here for your package, I think.
Told you right, H2. You
We're
got
in a
your
church,
name and
so...
your
Oh
face.
god.
We'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more than Raiders.
More raiders? Not a problem.
You think with this helmet I'm not used to trouble?
You need to get to
This
the
helmet
Ticonderoga
attracts trouble.
house, my home. A lot of sense fresh off the boat crashed there.
You do anything else there?
Most of what we do is look
I don't really like exploring the dialogue options because they don't seem to do anything. And I don't particularly care.
I'll lead the way.
As much as like, get involved in the story. Like, I understand what the railroad does. I don't need like the entire history of it. I get it. Although I say that, I probably find I've missed some important information or something. Which would be typical, but, you know. So yeah, his, I don't know if it's on this bit, but him following him seems to be a little, not buggy, but he keeps just stopping, and I have to keep like nudging him to go forwards. Although after I murder these people in the face. See, I thought I'd missed that at first, but it just didn't show me the bullet. Again, legendary thing again, it's like a 3-bullet kill. Raiders are complete pussies. Or 2 bullets if you go for the head. I've stopped just looting everyone completely for all their clothing, because I was getting weighed down extremely fast. Especially with like the super mutants, if you manage to get any of their armor, it weighs a ton. And a lot of their guns really have, they've got all the mods on them, which is useful on the one hand,
Hey, high rise.
but then incredibly tedious on the other, having to constantly like either dump stuff or go backwards and forwards emptying stuff. It's very boring.
More than I'd like. Sometimes, like, but other times it's like the damn raiders are holding.
And yeah, I think from there on you just walk around to this building, and I just skipped ahead.
Right now,
You don't need to watch me walk. Yeah, that's that mission. I didn't go and poke around in there, but I will do it at some point. And I'm pretty sure in the other Fallout, Fallout 3, I don't really remember any of New Vegas at all, other than I didn't like it. Fallout 3, I'm pretty sure the Deathclaws look different, although I might just be imagining that. But I don't quite remember them looking so demonic. I could be completely wrong, and they could be exactly the same. I don't particularly remember. And I don't know quite what I stumbled on the end of there, but they stand up incredibly fast. So yeah, so that's what this quest is called, and I shall write that in the title. That was Boston After Dark. Even though that looks like what I stumbled across there, it was actually the mission.
How bad did the Institute?
Frankly, we're lucky there's a real
I'll get it done.
details related to
So I'm not quite sure what was happening in the background there, but it sounded like Tinker Tom. So yeah, this is Butcher's Bill. I'm just smushing them into one video, because you don't need to watch 2. I'm not in it for the views. Although I do find it strange that people have watched me doing this. Usually my creative efforts are completely unnoticed. Again, that's me not 100% paying attention, of just, I'm reloading, let's walk around the corner to where they're hiding. I could just wait and then go around and kill them quickly. Although I don't know what it is, but in the last couple of videos I have not been struggling for stim packs at all. I found loads. I've got like 40. Prior to that, it's yet another random explosion. Prior to that I had like 5 and would struggle to find them. I'm finding loads. I don't know if it's because I'm killing more raiders, or what, this is yet another legendary one. Although I haven't really found any legendary weapons that are actually much good. I keep finding pistols, which is not really any good to me, although this guy's shotgun is better than my one, because it does 25% more damage, which is just useful. So I think after I mod it, which I cut out, it does like 109 or something. Whereas my other one did like 90 after I modded it. So if travelling to Kendall Hospital, on one of my quicker load screens, or unless I just cut that, I think I might have cut that. They seem to be getting longer and longer as I go further into the game. Like one I trimmed down later on is like 40 seconds of just a black screen. And I really don't like bugs. not just in Fallout, I just generally have a massive dislike of insects. And I keep running into disgusting bugs. I find it incredibly horrific. Raider Scum. Which is not a particularly nice name. You think... Oh, what are you guys? We're Raider Scum. They're probably not going to introduce themselves that way. Again, I cut that there because I got lost trying to find the stairs, which may sound impossible inside, but you saw how long it took me to hit that guy. If I can make anything difficult, then I will. Nothing useful on that person, so yeah. I haven't turned this Protectron on. I don't know why, I just don't want them wandering around. I tend to use, like, if I find enemies, that's where I'm supposed to go. Turn that on, they kill them, get lost. And again, I'm carrying too much. So you meant to use the elevator. I'm not quite sure what I was... Yeah, checking the local map to see where it was meant to go. Which didn't help me at all. It turns out I was right. I was about to cut it again. There, because I went looking around again. But the elevator is where you're meant to go. Oh, a turret. I don't know how that didn't see me. Maybe it was dark. I don't know. I could just walk through there. I didn't particularly explore that much, and I probably should. So again, another legendary one. But trying to find the correct way to go is incredibly elusive. It's probably just me not paying 100% attention. Like, I just go left there, which I could have done earlier, but didn't. Into what appears to be a nursery. And I get that, like, the raiders are just, like, sadists and blah blah blah. Would you genuinely, like, after you've killed that guy, would you just leave him there? Not sure you would.
Hey, something's...
Not quite sure what exploded there, but... Poor dog. He was just following orders. I hate when they do that, they just roll off the edge. I would like to loot your corpse. Kindly stay still. Again, I don't even know why I bothered trying to kill them from this distance. Clearly my accuracy is not up to par. Well, I think I got him there. I just play the waiting game, which always makes for a cool video, just chilling. VATS is genuinely always the way to go. Slow-mo bullet. Ugh. And courteously, he doesn't fall off, or she, the raider, doesn't fall off, gender neutral. We're all about equality. So even though I think that was weaker than the one I'm currently wearing, I think I modded the one I was to make it similar and then took the defense drop for the stat boost. Because the defense wise I seem to be doing okay. Got a pretty sweet chest piece. So it's not so bad. It's just a lot of me looting people. And then, I don't know if it was just me, but that person looked vaguely like Kanye West. Sorry, Kanye. That's what you get for pricing most of a jumper at $21,500. That's my pop culture reference done there. This is what I was talking about earlier. So for some reason, there's just a Deathclaw down there. I don't know if that's the same for everyone. This was me panicking, trying to run away. Piper clearly doesn't give a toss. Because it sounds like she's getting absolutely murdered. But she's fine. Even here where it hits me, I'm already damaged a fair bit. Call that a fifth. This was again me panicking, trying to somehow stop it. That a respectable amount of damage, but all I did was run around a corner, take some of my handy, possibly rad scorpion steak, and then this gun isn't even that strong. And I remember them in the last game, Fallout 3, because I don't count New Vegas for no reason at all. I remember them being a lot harder to kill. Although again, I might just be romanticizing my memory of that. Another fusion core. I've had a few, but I haven't particularly gone looking for any. I don't really use the power armor at all, because I don't want to run it down. Which may sound weird, but I used it for like that first Deathclaw you kill, and that's been about it. Oh, and when I joined the Brotherhood of Steel, they give you another one. So I use that for a mission when you go and clear out that super mutant fort. And that is possibly the most disgusting thing I can ever think of. That's horrific. I have no idea what it is. They look chitinous and like they have secretions. They're disgusting. I am turning the video into a psychology session, but they're just not very nice. They're disgusting.
Assume you're being watched. Always. Augusta's safe house was destroyed by the Institute.
It's as I feared. 3 safe houses gone.
I have nothing further.
Yeah, Dr. Carrington seems kind of like a dick. Although he pays me alright, so yeah, it's fine. And that was a butcher's bill, which again I didn't know until I just saw that, refreshing my memory. So let's watch me get a perk. I don't quite know why. Action Girl, I think I went for that one as useful. Because I always seem to be like, I sprint everywhere and then like sprint into a fight and then have no action points left. That's it for this video, and if you watched it this far, thank you. And I'm not going to say subscribe because I think that's a ridiculous thing to keep saying on videos. So thank you.